Motivators Table. I'm your boy here, the Hood Motivator, JayR, Dr. McIntyre, 2026 loading. You guys know my whole story, my whole life. What's up, chat? Welcome. Come in, community. I appreciate you for supporting me, and always uplifting me. And we started our season 3 with a bang, and now we continuing. You know what I'm saying? This is how we do. This is what we do. We outwork the work. Today is episode 3, and we have a huge guest, Sal Austin. And I want the world to understand his story and see where he came from and what he has to offer. So what's going on, Sal Austin? How you doing, man? Can you tell the world who you are and where you from?
Yes, sir, I would love to. And first and foremost, thank you for this opportunity. It is an honor to be here with the big dogs. My name is Sal Austin. I'm the Wi-Fi guy. I'm with DGX Security out of Orange, New Jersey. And this right here is Byte, my AI mascot. And him and I are on a mission to connect 1 million Americans to begin to use AI, beginning with our community. So it's an honor to be here right now because I want everyone from LA to Orange, New Jersey to begin to use AI.
Hey, that's what's up. Everybody around the world. My platform is huge, it's global. So you're gonna have everybody tuning in, listening to you, and whatever you gotta say, you say it. This is what we do. It's a safe space. This is where I hold space for people. This is where we motivate. We tell our stories. We're not afraid to get in front of our ugly on these podcasts, man. And thank you for just allowing me to just shine you with my brightness, and so you can reciprocate that, man. And I know we talked the other day, and I appreciate you for sharing with me that knowledge. And I thought you had
Yes.
a huge, incredible story. So can you tell me how Sal was growing up as a little boy?
Yes, certainly. By all means, I would love to.
Yeah.
One of the things about you and I that we have in common that I appreciated a great deal was you're upfront with your story and your pain, and so am I as well. So, similar to yourself, I'm actually from Orange, New Jersey, born and raised, as mentioned earlier. My mom had me at the age of 15. My father was 16, and they both passed away actually from AIDS, pretty much. And I know that's similar to your story as well. So one of the missions that I have in life is to tell people from our community that come from where we come from is that no matter what you had to go through in life, no matter where you come from in life, nothing can stop you from achieving your goals but you. Um, it's easy to make excuses. It's easy to say this and say that about our family, about our environment, about our grandparents or whatever. But listen, the bottom line is that you are the sole architect of your destiny. And once you look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself what you want to do, once you arrive at that answer, all you need to do is to put all of your focus on that goal to achieve, I guess, what it is you want to achieve. Me, myself, I've hit rock bottom numerous times, man. I've been involved in business, I want to say, since, I want to say 2001. I actually got involved in computers. I knew that, I apologize. 98, I actually got involved as a computer consultant around 1998. And then around the time of 9/11, I got involved with security. I know I'm dating myself and aging myself, but it is what it is. As mentioned, I got involved in security in '01, and then some years later, the two industries married and merged in terms of security and IT. So as of right now, it's impossible to tell where one ends and one begins at. So I did that for a while, and then I actually, man, hit rock bottom. I was on welfare and everything, bro. And once you hit rock bottom, you only got two choices. You can remain down there, or you can get up and head to the top. And so I decided that I am not a quitter. I am not someone that belongs at the bottom, obviously. So I actually went back to the drawing board, man, and I had to find out what mistakes I made and what changes had to be made for me to achieve my goals and for me to move forward. And so I did that, and I realized that, listen, we all must play the game. You can sit on the sideline, make excuses while and be mad and broke while everyone else is playing the game, or you could learn the game because if you're from the hood where we're from, you was born into the game. I was born into the game, bro. My mom's, my aunts, my father, obviously, right? So it's layers to the game. So once you understand that, and once you understand that, you actually have a head start. Actually, if you're from the hood, everything we've been through, as mentioned, man, we was born into the game. So once you understand that and just realize that it's different layers to the game, you're able to adjust and apply yourself properly to the business world. Okay. Um, some of the brothers and sisters out there that are involved in criminal activity, if they simply was to apply themselves to the business world, they're able to run billion-dollar corporations, pretty much, right? So one things I'm willing to do and looking to do is to do more podcasts and also become a guest speaker, pretty much to not just tell my story, but to give opportunities and to share the opportunities out there. So I don't like to dwell on my past. My past is what it is, obviously, and I have a story about who I am that determined the person I am right now. But I like to focus on the future and the current. So as of right now, we are competing with China as of right now over who's going to lead the world in terms of AI standards. And right now, we are losing right now. And America are winners, pretty much. We're winners. All right. So I'm actually on a mission to connect 1 million Americans to begin to use AI because the winner of the race between America and China will not be who has the best model. The winner of that race will be who actually uses AI. So as of right now, more people in China are using AI than we are. Okay. And that's an issue that I'm trying to change. And hopefully, as a result of this podcast, more nonprofits or government agencies can reach out to me because there's a mandate and there's funding available. So, if you're out there and you have any ambitions to want to help our community or help your community in particular, um, as mentioned, there's a mandate and grant funding out there. And if you would reach out to me at Sal Austin at sal@dgxsecurity.com, then I would love to work with you and to show you where the grant money is. And we're also able to partner on that grant as well because we are able to supply all the devices with the AI already on there. Now, in China right now, or in the world, there's what's known as open source AI. What's open source AI? Open source AI is AI that's open. So, for instance, ChatGPT, Anthropic, and Google Gemini, that's closed source. Okay, you have something like that that's open. Okay, what does that mean? That means that you're able to build on top of that and customize it to your preference. Meaning, if you notice a pain point inside the industry, you could customize that actually model to resolve that pain point and to dominate that industry. Meaning, the next AI company could come from a young brother or sister in LA, in Compton, in Oakland, the Bay Area, or in Chicago, Detroit, and so on and so forth. So I want our communities to not be afraid of AI, but to embrace AI, be aware of all the potential with AI and all the benefits to using AI. I just mentioned about open source, but there's also something known as vibe coding. What
Hey
the hell is
Sal,
vibe coding?
not to
Yes,
cut you off. I love all the
please,
info. I
please,
love
man,
no,
please,
no,
my brother, please,
hey, look.
man.
Hey, look, I give you the mic. You like Michael Jackson. We're gonna take off with it. That's not what we're doing. But listen. Hey, we love everything you're doing, and I love it. Let me ask you some questions though. You know what I'm saying? Let's get
Please,
into a
please.
little dialogue.
Yeah,
How did
I
you choose somebody
apologize,
like
man.
that? From it's all no need to apologize. I'm here to navigate. I'm listening. I'm taking notes, and I'm getting lost in it. I'm like, you know what? Let me ask him some questions.
Yes, sir.
But
Yes, sir.
look at check it out. It's a hood motivator. Hey, look. Um, how does a kid from South that's from Orange, New Jersey,
Yes.
learn all this type of stuff? Where did you get this? Was you always like this as a child, or you developed this as a grown man?
Great question, brother. And this is much better. Yes, sir. So you
Here
can
you
be on
go.
point.
I
You can
got
be on
questions
point
for you.
and more
Yeah,
organized. Yes, sir.
yeah,
Yes, sir. So,
yeah.
um, great point, man. So here's something I want to share with the world. Um, Parents, be cognizant of how you talk to your children. Words are very important. The age from 0 to 7 is very important with what you tell your child. Okay. There's an old saying from the Jesuits that says, if you give me your child from the age to 7, once I give him back to you, I will give you the man. Okay. So that means that your most important stage of development between 0 and 7. I'm thankful to my mother because she told me that I was smart. The most important thing that ever happened to me in my life was my mother telling me I was smart at a young age. By her telling me I was smart, that gave me something to look forward to, and that was my foundation for life. Actually, by her telling me I was smart, I knew to do things that were smart, to not do things that wasn't smart, if you will, right? So, therefore, I began to go to the library. I realized that life itself wasn't about trying to get educated for a job. I realized that a self developed, educated man could do anything he wanted to do. So, that being the case, I had to learn what it was I wanted to do first. And first, I wanted to be involved in real estate, but then around the time, like 98, I was in Essex County College in North New Jersey. And I was on the dean's list, but I wasn't sure what I wanted to do in life. And my cousin Les invited me to one of his parties. And I went there in the hood at a bar, and one of his good friends was there. And we sat down at the bar. And he told me he was about to open up a computer store, and he wanted some good brothers he could trust to work with him. Now, as we're all aware, you meet people at the bar. They say some strange things, and then when you give them a call the next day or next week, it's all BS. But for some reason, I couldn't sleep that night, and so I didn't see him again for a while, and I sort of forgot about it. And then I was at the bus stop, and he pulled up in a white Benz, pretty much, man, with his wife and kids in the back. And when I saw him, he told me, Sal, man, I saw you, and I told you about my idea. Well, now I have that company, and I need you to help me. Here's my card. Give me a call in the morning. Once again, at the time, I was going to school, but I couldn't sleep that night. I gave him a call in the morning. I went up there the same day, and at the time, I was the flyer guy. I had no idea about computers, no idea about how to fix them, anything, but I knew that computers was the future, and I knew that I had to learn pretty much, right? So I began as the flyer guy, as an intern, paying my dues pretty much, right? So for like 3 or 4 years, I stood over his shoulder learning from him about business, about computers, and his family. And then we had some issues, and then I formed my own company around 2004. You on mute, family? You on mute?
Is it safe to say that um, everything that you've been doing up to this moment, it was great timing for you just to meet that guy and then not sleep and then end up at the bus stop and he just happened just to be rolling by and you guys connect the dots. How special is that? You know, that's synergy right there. That's what we talk on my platform about, good energy, but being positive and God putting you there at the right time in the right position. You know what I'm saying? And you being open to it. A lot of people are doing a lot of things that's not what God told them to do. You listened. You couldn't sleep that night. You tried to figure out, like, is this for you? And now you know this is for you. Now you want to become, you know what I'm saying, to get on these platforms and tell your ghetto gospel about, hey, this is what changed my life. How can I help our communities? And that's big because a lot of us, we take something that comes from our community, and if it makes us successful, we're not going to bring it back because we think somebody else is going to pass us up. And we got to get out of that crab in the mentality. You want to take it back and show the world and the community what you was able to do, and you want to be able to touch the next generation. Am I right or wrong?
You are absolutely correct, my brother. Um, I am of the mentality that if I could do it, anyone could do it. I know there are some geniuses in the hood.
Right.
Um, in fact, I work with a nonprofit called Team Walker I'm wearing a hoodie right now, actually, over in Jersey City.
Yeah.
And at Team Walker, we have a saying. It's called "It's cool to be smart." Okay.
Mm,
For a long time, man, in our community, we think it's cool to be ignorant. It is
mm,
not cool to be ignorant. It's not cool at all to be ignorant. If you're ignorant, you are the tool of others who aren't ignorant.
mm,
Period. Um, if you and I can attest that for all of the children who are laughing at the nerd in class, once you get older, you will work for that nerd. Okay?
mm.
So I want all of our children to understand that the key to life is knowledge. Knowledge is power. Well, excuse me, the application of knowledge is power. The hood is filled with people that can go on and on about different topics, but how do you apply what you know? Pretty much that right there is what leads to power. You
And that's
apply
the
what you know.
that's the key word is applying it. I think a lot of people don't understand that. Yes, you can learn whatever you need to learn, but if you don't apply it, right? And I will say, being in school for almost 10 years, I complete my doctorate at the end of this year.
Congratulations, brother.
God is good, man. I didn't like. I never saw no doctor look like me, or even people come from come from where I'm coming from,
Yes.
just get an education without getting a scholarship to play sports. Right? That wasn't that. All I see the people that went to college was the ones that got picked up to for, like playing sports, right? And then some of them people drafted. Some of them people fell out. Some of them people didn't become who they thought they was going to be. And I think God has a time and place for that. Well, what I'm saying is,
Mhm.
I end up using my education and shout out to the military for paying for it and the benefits and saying that these educational pieces, which in the hood we have this rhetoric saying we
Mhm.
don't need education. Yes, you do. I'm not
Yes.
saying I'm the smartest in the room, but I'm saying I stayed the longest when the lights were out. I had a tutor. I did what I needed to do because guess what? As a global motivational speaker and life coach, you think I don't want to be competing with the top notches? And people will say, people gladly come out of their mouth and say, I don't think you better than me because you got a doctorate or a math. You know what? I did the work. Like, let's stop that right
Yes.
now.
Yes,
If
man.
you are not
Yes.
confident in who you are, you don't need to throw that at me because I'm gonna
Period.
throw it right back at you. Because look at me, I don't look like I was gave to. I earned this.
Yes.
I did it because I don't like my grandfather had a doctor in theology, but I
Mm.
don't know nobody else that looked like me that has the hat, the Jordans, except ET. And that's where I got one of my speaking tools from. I shout out to ET, Icky, to Zig Ziglar, to my father, to all the other preachers and ministers
I love
that
Zig Ziglar.
set the path
Yes.
for me.
Yes.
But this is my birthright, and this is how I'm ushered in into this new generation, and this is who I am, and I'm authentically, unapologetically myself, and that's what you got to
I
be. You know
feel
what
it.
I'm saying?
Listen,
I know
felt
you
that
see
from
me
day
on
one.
LinkedIn. I be turned up. You know what I'm saying? You saw me on LinkedIn. Is that why you gravitated to me or not?
Definitely.
You knew
Definitely.
already. You already knew.
Definitely.
We're gonna fire this podcast up. This is
Yes.
nothing but the transfer of energy between two brothers
Yes.
understanding each other. And I wanted to hear your story because you're very intelligent. And I hear that
Mhm.
you want to get on these stages, you want to speak, and
Yes.
I can help you, coach you, and I can point you in
Yes.
the right direction.
Please.
I think too, also, when brothers and people, period, the
Mhm.
world reaches out and say, "Hey, let me help you," I think the other side of the spectrum is people have to listen. Like, listen, it may not feel or seem or look like where you need it to come from, but guess what? My greatest adversary was just listening to my
Mm.
father, listening to the
Mm.
people in front of me, listening. And you know what? And I'm gonna say this, um, giving them props, right? A lot of people take the information or steal. I steal knowledge. But
Mhm.
guess what? What I don't do when I get to the top, I'm gonna tell everybody how I was able to obtain that, and I'm gonna shout them out. You got some people taking information from people and following them around in podcasts and doing all these things that at the surface level it looks good, but when they copy your blueprint
Mhm.
and they think they're gonna win, they don't give you the props because they don't want it seem like that they giving you so much credit. You not. I did that for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Eric Thomas, my father. This is my birthright. I watched my dad preach for years since I
Mhm.
was 10 years old. I'm 44 years old. What make you think that I'm not gonna be leading the mantle on life coaching and motivational speaking? What make you think I'm not gonna be signed to Los Angeles Tribune Podcasting,
Mhm.
getting special guests like Sal Austin to come on here and talk about his AI?
Yes.
That's real special because our community we don't talk about AI enough. Can you
Exactly.
talk about that? Can you just give me a little synopsis of that?
Yes, I would love to. So once again, me and this big guy right here, this right here is Bite, my AI mascot, and him and I are on a mission to connect and train a million people, million Americans, excuse me, to begin to not only embrace AI but to understand all the benefits of using AI. Right now, there's something known as vibe coding, and with vibe coding, you're able to simply give a prompt. That prompt could be verbal or typed in, and depending upon that prompt, AI could build you an app. Okay, if you give the right prompt, AI will build you an app, and guess what? You're able to sell that app online and make money. Okay, uh, doing vibe coding, you're able to give a prompt to AI to build you a video game. Our children in the hoods love playing video games, but guess what? You're able now to create your own video game and sell it online and make money. Now, most of us aren't aware of these things, so that's the reason why I want to be a guest speaker on different platforms, on different podcasts, at different events or conferences as well, to inform our community and America as a whole about the benefits of using AI and all the tools. That's important as well because AI is only a tool. That's it. And AI will not take your job. The person using AI better than you will take your job, certainly. But using AI, you're able to do your job better. But not only that, you're able to start your own company. You're able to monetize. So, for instance, I'm not a person that just talks about AI. I love to use AI. I personally use AI to make Black history stories. So besides technology, I love history. I love Black history, right? So I use AI to create Black history videos that you and I wasn't taught in school. Okay, and I have a movement going on right now on TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook, whereas I'm monetized pretty much, right? So I'm able to make money off those three platforms. And I want to share my story about how I did it so that you could do it, so that you're able to make money as well across platforms using AI.
Love that. I love the fact that you're talking about that because I think our community needs to hear that and
Yes.
know that AI is our friend and understand that, you know what, if we work together, we can win this battle on that situation, period, point blank. And I love
Yes.
that, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I need from the community is to understand that, hey, if we go live and learn these two situations, then we can bring it back and I can coach you and I can teach you on that situation. You feel me? So I think I love that you're a subject matter expert of that because I remember when AI was first coming out, people were super scared of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
They were
Yes.
super scared of
Exactly.
that. Yeah. Yep.
Yes. So um, I agree with you. And not only right now there's a mandate, but there's funding available, and most people aren't aware there's funding available. So there's something known as Title One funding is one of the platforms that one could use, but there's about 5 to 10 more different sources of funding available. So if you're out there and you work with our community and you have any ambitions to help them with their future in terms of work training forces, in terms of bridging the divide and the such, then let's talk because there is grant funding available, and our solution involves a Chromebook, a hotspot with AI already pre-installed on there. So once the client receives the device, turns it on, they're online already for a whole year, and they're able to use AI. Not only that, they are able to practice one-on-one job interviews using AI. Okay, they are able to personalize their learning preference. So each person learns pretty much by their own pace. So guess what? We're able to create self-paced learning modules on each Chromebook for that particular person. So that's a part of what comes along with it. And you mentioned Zig Ziglar, who I love actually. One of the reasons I do what I do today is because of his teachings, and the most important one that still sticks with me to this day is you can have anything you want in this world if you help enough people get what they want in this world.
Right.
And that line right there sticks with me every day. And when I buy my building, I will have that sign on my wall.
I love that. I love the fact that you're gonna have that sign on your wall because Zig Ziglar, me and my dad used to drive from Long Beach to LA, 45-minute drive from church, listen to Zig Ziglar A and B side, 13 cassette tapes A and B, and man, I did not know he was prompting me for this mission I'm doing right now.
Mm,
You know,
mm,
putting that into me. Everybody's always asked my dad and asked me how you so articulate. Like, who taught you how to?
mm,
Like, what? Like, all I saw is my dad reading the Bible and pronouncing these hard words in the Bible and
mm,
trying to because ain't nobody taught him. He from Macomb, Mississippi, so he had to
mm,
learn. So teaching his son, he gave me a briefcase when I was a little boy for school instead of a backpack. So he was raising
mm.
a young entrepreneur to understand that hey, when you get into this world after the military, you're gonna develop to become a warrior. But the greatest warrior is very articulate and very
Yes,
and it's a soft skill that we have to obtain and we got to understand. You
I
know what I'm saying?
agree.
Yeah. So
I
that's
agree.
about it. Yeah. hmm But I love, like I said, I love your mission, man. And tell me what you got planned for the next 5 years.
Yes, great question, my brother. So, as mentioned, we're on this mission right now to connect 1 million Americans in our communities to begin to use AI. So, with that in mind, I'm looking to purchase a building within a hub zone and then to begin to offer some classes within our building, but also to network and partner with different nonprofits across the country and different government agencies to help them meet their metrics as well. Also, I'm looking to be a guest speaker all across the country. As right now, free of charge. If all you guys need someone to volunteer their time to be a guest speaker for any conference, any podcast, whatever, I'm that person. Um, I could do a talk on technology, AI, or history, pretty much your choice. Or we could have it combined, pretty much. So it's all up to you. But my mission is just to help people and to build DGX Security into $1 billion tech company, basically, so we can leave a legacy for others to follow, and also to turn our history brand, which is the Swarthy channel, into a multi-million dollar media company. So, real quick, in terms of the Swarthy channel, the term swarthy, which is Swarthy, swarthy, if you do research, you'll see that during the so called Dark Ages in European history, many of the European kings and queens, emperors, and Vikings were called swarthy. If you look into that term, the term swarthy means black, pretty much, right? So swarthy was a code word to actually call European kings and queens, Holy Roman emperors, and Vikings black. Okay? So we're all on the same page. We have some black Vikings, we have some European black kings and queens, and we have some black Holy Roman emperors. And I can prove that beyond a shadow of a doubt, certainly. So that's part of what I do, and that's part of my mission.
Love it. I love it. I love everything, like I said, that you got going on and stuff like that. And making sure, do you follow all the platforms, right? You know what I'm saying? You follow do you have the Spotify? Do you have the Apple? Do you have the YouTube? Do you have the Instagram? Let me know.
Good question. No, I do not. I don't use Spotify much, actually.
Do you use Apple?
I use Apple just for my music, pretty much.
Well, it has I have my podcast on it. That's the only reason.
Oh, please put the links up, please, my brother. Put the
Yeah,
links
that's
up, man. Let me share them too, please.
yeah, that's why I'm
Yeah.
sending to you. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And
Please.
let me know if you're receiving that in your chat real quick. I just sent you something.
Oh, okay. Your chat right. Okay.
You see it?
Yes. Studio chat. Hold on one second.
Okay. Let me know.
Okay. Here we go.
Yeah.
Uh, all right. Public chat.
Okay.
Yes.
You got it.
Yes.
Okay. And then
I'm about to go to you right now.
check your leader. We're gonna do this right here on the air. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Please.
I'm gonna give you my whole channel right here real quick so you can
Okay.
follow it so you can see exactly the work that I'm doing right now so you can share it and you can
Yes. Definitely.
so I just sent you the Apple one and your LinkedIn too.
Oh,
So
on LinkedIn. Okay. Okay.
and you have do you have the YouTube one?
Um, No, I don't have the YouTube one. All right,
Let me
so
send it to you real
I
quick.
just now shared the one just now on Instagram. Now I'm about to add you
Okay.
on
All right,
X.
so you got everything you need, all the tools right here. So now we're gonna push this positive rhetoric. We're gonna
Yes.
tell your story. We did it live, so my community, so my chat can see that. Hey, you know what? I stop everything I'm doing to give you all the tools. Here's the links right here to help you push that narrative. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe in you and I'm proud of you. And a lot of us, we don't, we think it's corny to tell somebody or even a grown man that, hey, you know what, I care for you. Let me push you in position. But I understand why a lot of people who don't, because a lot of people take it for granted. They take the positivity and they think that, you know what, they can get over on good people or positive people, and that happened more than once in my life. I have a book coming out called A Good Heart Don't Pay Bills, and it's all about the betrayals. It's
Mhm.
all about having a good heart, and these two sides of that. Like, I love you and I'm gonna do some things for you, but when I get hurt, that hurts, man. It's like betrayal. It's like, wow, I believed in you. So now, as my year of harvest, because I've been planting in these seeds for 4 years after my bankruptcy, telling myself I'm the number one motivational speaker in the world. Now, the year of harvest, I have no tolerance for betrayals. I can't do
Mhm.
that no more. I don't want to tolerate it. I'm not bringing it with me no more.
Mhm.
I have my discernment. If I
Mhm.
feel that something is off, I cannot work with you. Nothing against you being with somebody else. I
Mhm.
just can't have you around because my energy is so explosive that it'll put me downward spiral. I deal with mental health issues strong
Mhm.
right now. I deal with TBI, I deal with depression, I deal with all these things. I'm continuing doing the work because after I pour into people, I get drained. So who pours into the motivators? Who motivates the motivators? So, and that's why one of my shows, this is why what it is. If you're a motivator and you're inspiring your community and doing everything in AI, who's motivating you? I am. I'm gonna do that for you. I'm gonna lift you up. When you get off this podcast, you're gonna hit the floor running. Boom, you out of here. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. I want you to understand that and know that, you know what, at the end of the day, this person on the other side cares about you and you're doing great things and special things. And I want you to know that. And I want you to practice more on what God has for you so you can put it out. There's no more waiting. No more there's time. There's no more time. You got to
No,
put it out. You got to
listen,
leave a
brother.
legacy. You got to put your stamp. You got to put your foot in the mud. You got to itch. You got to etch your name in that stone. You got to listen to me. This is why we do what we do. You got to pull up on your bootstraps and say, you know what? Your ancestors made it possible for you to be here and talk about AI. Imagine when they was doing AI with the pyramids back in the day. That was AI. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
definitely facts.
That was original. You know what I'm saying? What the
Facts.
Mayans was doing with the African, all that.
Yes.
That's what it is. Bring it back. Don't let nobody take it from you. That's who you are. Live and learn, but learn on yourself some more. And do me a favor, love on yourself. It's okay. Be confident. Take up some classes. Take up some public speaking. Do everything you need to do. So when you get in that room, it's nothing they're gonna take from you. Nothing. It's nothing. When I walk in these rooms, they're gonna take from me. Because guess what? 10,000 hours, 20,000 hours, 30,000 hours, 40,000 hours, 50,000 hours. I've been putting the work in. I've been grinding all day and all night to make sure people understand this message. That's why I got picked up by the Los Angeles Tribune Podcasting because I'm authentic. I ain't trying to be nobody else. I ain't talking about all the politics and all this craziness. I'm talking about how to uplift you, inspire, put the positivity back into the world. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask you this: these last two final questions. You know what I'm saying? Who is Sal Austin at its core?
Great question, man.
Mhm.
Great question, my brother. Man. Well, first I want to say um, I appreciate the kind and warm words from you, and I give them all back to you. And I would also like to be your personal motivator. You mentioned that at times you get drained because you can pour. Well, you listen to everyone pour themselves into you, so you're drained. Well, listen, if you ever need someone to just listen to you, my brother, pretty much, I am available for you because that's real right there. Certainly, man. We all need each other, and iron sharpens iron. Period. Right. So,
Yes.
um, who am I? At the core, um, here's my profile on TikTok. I love to talk. No, excuse me. I love to study and discuss history, have fun, and help people. That's my post on TikTok and also X. So besides technology, that's who I am at the core. I my passion for life is history and helping people. Pretty much, I've always had those needs and wants um, in my subconscious and my soul. Pretty much, right? So that's who I am as a person. I just love to help people. I love to put smiles on people's faces because that for me makes pretty much my heart smile. Helping people and putting smiles on their faces makes my heart smile. So that's the reason why I do what I do, and that's also why I came up with this solution to get more of our community to embrace AI. So at one time, I used to say I was pro-black because I was raised pretty much by my mother with the Muslims, the nation, and all that. But then after some time of being in business, I realized that I'm more pro green pretty much than pro black, right? Because you can't really make money by being pro black, pretty much, right? So I love to work with all and any organizations, black owned, Spanish, white, whatever the case may be. Um, as long as we all have the same principles and as long as we all have the same um, goals in mind, I'm open to working with you. As you mentioned yourself, my brother, pretty much, man, you've been burned in the past. So have I. That's a part of business, sadly, pretty much, right? But I'm also like you. Vibes and energy are very, very important to me. If the vibes are off, if I go into a room or environment and the vibes or energy is off a little bit, I'm out, pretty much, right? So I'm very, very careful with my energy as well and my vibes and my headspace.
I love that you're vibing your headspace, and we had this thing in the military called headspace and time. And I leave a lot of people with this that served in the military. There was a weapon called the 50 cal weapon that was
Yes.
mounted on top of the Humvee 1114s,
Yes.
and it was a 50 cal.
Mm.
I don't know about now, but
Mm-hmm.
back in the day, there was a little piece called the headspace and timing. And
Mm.
if you didn't screw that barrel on right,
Mm-hmm.
three clicks to the right or three to the left, and back this, whatever, with the headspace and timing, because it had a bunch of gears on there that you could stick down to see if it was space,
Right.
it wasn't gonna fire. And what
Whoa.
I'm saying is,
Damn.
a lot of us got to recalibrate our life to the
Mm.
algorithm mode. Stop following everybody else's algorithm. Recalibrate your life. Do a hard reset. This year is hard reset because after the hard reset is harvest. Also the harvest season. But you got to take the responsibility to say, you know what? I need a hard reset. I need to take the time out to be myself, to understand who I am. You know what I'm saying? Let me figure this out. Let me navigate this way. Let me recalibrate my life. Let me be in the right headspace in time. Not just headspace, the right timing. So I won't say the wrong thing. So I can have enough emotional intelligence to regulate my response for these triggers. And I talk about that all the time. And this is what we have to do as men. We got to stay encouraging each other and mentoring each other and being around each other's life and doing all these things. And that's what I'm here for everybody else. That's why I'm here for you also, and say, you know what? Let me put you on my platform. Let me spotlight you. Let me put you in front of my viewers. There's somebody out there for you that's going to be like, hey, give me Sal's information. I love everything he's doing. And that's why we do what we do, because we want to touch, we want to inspire, we want to motivate, we want to give hope. Cal, like my boy Cal, he says he's the hope dealer. His name is Conscious Cal, the hope dealer, going out and just giving out hope. You know what I'm saying? We had this thing in the military too. It's called false motivation, and we would just say things just to be saying. If it's cold, whore, you know what I'm saying? Everything, the universal word was whore, and sometimes we got to have that Peter Pan effect. Peter Pan and the Lost Boys, they was imagining everything. Affirmations,
Yes.
affirm, believe. Every day I wake up, I'm the number one motivational speaker in the world. I'm wealthy, I'm healthy, I'm grateful. Motivators mount up. That's what I say to myself 7 times. The completion. That's what I understand. That's what I let the world, I let my body know that I know where I'm going. You
Mm.
don't need to tell me. You don't need to Google map me and give me other directions. I'm on the right path. This is where I'm going. It feels right. Yes, there's gonna be trials and tribulations, but it feels right. And that's why we do what we do. Because we got to take the bull by the horns. And people don't know that. They don't understand that theory. Taking a bull by the horns. You got to really saddle that bull and ride it out. You know what I'm saying? And understand, like, hey, I'm here for a reason. Sal's here for a reason. I was born in Orange, New Jersey for a reason. I'm here to inspire my family, my friends, my kids, everybody around me because I know the piece that I have in my head that is going to succeed, which is your AI company. And I'm proud of your security company and what you have been doing and pushing out there. A lot of us don't understand that there's like really two animals in this world
Yes.
that are equipped for trial or tribulations. That's the cow and the bull. Which one are you? The cow
Mm,
runs from his trauma. His trauma. They
mm-hmm.
run and they continue to run and they take it 20, 40, 50 years into their ancestor and they pass it down to their kids and their grandkids. The
Mm,
bull runs through the eye of the storm to the other side, breaks the
mm,
generational curse, and then comes back with that information to let other bulls and other cows know, hey, you have two choices now. You don't need to run away from the storm. Run through it, face it, because the quicker you face it and get in front of your ugly, it's gonna be magnificent. And that's my pitch to you is you got in front of your ugly. Tell your story. The world needs to hear it. Do what you need to do. Make sure you're living your life authentically. Make sure you're pressing that line, just like you pressed it with everything else. You press the line, you stand up, you be a stand-up individual, and you love with yourself. You hear me? That's what
yes,
you
sir.
gotta do. You gotta speak life into yourself every single day. You gotta wake up and say, who am I today? Where am I going?
Mm,
What I'm about to do? I'm attack it now, and I'm attack it strong, and I'm a hold the line. Every day you got to hold that line. You got to understand who you are and be effective too. You know what I'm saying? People do a lot of shooting. Be an
mm,
effective shooter. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, be a sniper. Hone in on what God has for you and make that shot that
mm.
counts. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? You don't have
Yes.
to make a lot of noise. Make that shot that counts. That's what the motivator table. You just sit down at the table and you think I'm gonna let you get up out of here without motivating you.
Of
You know what I'm
course
saying?
not.
I let you tell your story. Now I'm gonna tell you my story. This is
Please.
what I get paid to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
I
sir.
love what I do. God pays me every day. You know why? Because when
Mm,
I wake up, I'm paid. When my eyes open, when my kids tell me they're healthy, I'm paid. I'm
mm.
paid. God is good. I'm not talking about the dividends and everybody is talking. I'm talking about doing this right now, loving on you, letting you know you are special. Keep your grind up. When
Yes.
like I used to say, when the rubber meets the road, when that tire hits the road, you be who you need to be every day.
Mm-hmm.
You wake up and you run through that front door and say, you know what, God is good. What I got? What does God got for me today? How can I inspire the next generation? And you doing it. I would say make your business plan and make God a part of that. Understand what you're about to do. You're about to change lives. You're about to be special. We appreciate you for coming online and thank you. And can you tell the world your social medias and how can we find you?
Yes, of course, by all means. Once again, my name is Sal Austin. My company's name is DGX Security, and you're able to find me at DGX Security. Also, if you want to add me on LinkedIn or on Facebook, Sal Austin, the Wi-Fi guy. And I just want to give a closing message to all of the young men and women out there from the projects or in low-income homes that come from broken families, your parents on drugs, your whole family on drugs, they're in gangs, they're involved in crime or whatever the case may be. That has nothing to do with you whatsoever. Keep a goal in your mind. Write it down, if you will, and focus on that. I want you guys to know something. We live in a thought universe. It sounds crazy, I understand that, but what you think and what you focus on creates the world you live in. The world we live in is simply a reflection of our thoughts. Okay? The world without is simply a reflection of the world within. Simply. All right? So, whatever you want to do, you could do in this world. If you want to become a doctor, you want to become a lawyer, you become an entrepreneur like myself, like this big brother right there, you're able to become that. Simply put it in your mind, focus on that. Read books. Listen, that's also something I want to say real fast, big brother. Excuse me, real quick. America is the greatest country in the world, okay? One of the reasons it is because We have free public libraries, okay? Whatever you want to learn in this world, whatever you want to be in this world, guess what? You can learn it for free at the public library. Besides that, Google now have put all the books online. So right now, you could download any ebook free of charge and learn any trades you want to learn. Learn about any great man or great woman in the past that you can actually model after their life. Right now, take advantage of the knowledge that's out there at our fingertips. Um, Many people, once again, it's cool to be smart. You can learn anything you want to learn. Thoughts are power.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah, please, big brother. But yeah, I don't want to preach too much, man. I just want to say in closing, if you're out there, there are no excuses. You're able to become anything you want to become. Learn from me and this big brother right there.
Yeah, definitely, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for just having you on my podcast and gracing it. And I appreciate you so much, man. I'm proud of you. I love you. Keep grinding. Do not stop. This is why we do what we do. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this from the love out of my heart. I'm
Yes,
just putting it out there to the universe. This is who we are. This is why we special. Do not stop. Hey, thank you, chat. Thank you, community. Thank
yes.
you, followers. Thank you, old followers. Thank you for just participating. I can't wait to see you guys on my next episode, The Hood Motivator. Boom.